Back on the second half of the Horse Talk show, presented by Palm Chevrolet, your hometown Chevy experience. Thank you to Larson Farms, our broadcast sponsor, Idaho's finest alfalfa. Louisa Barton here with my co-host Maria Lacasse from Midnight Rose Equestrian, massage therapist for humans and horses. Behind me, as my father would say, lurking, is, there he is, Dancing Pete Roda of Complimentary Horsemanship, and special guests in the studio with us this week. We have Christine and Patrice from the Horse Protection Association of Florida. Very nice to have you guys with us.
Thank you.
We've been sharing a little bit about the horses and the spirit walk that made us all cry a little bit. I think this is lovely.
Thank you.
And I think that having these minis and having people come and take a mini for a walk is really special. Tell us a little bit about how this helps you fundraise to look after the horses that you guys save.
So when somebody comes to our website and they reserve a mini for the walk, by the way, the minis can be walked every Saturday and Sunday of the year because it's a program. So they just simply go to the website, they reserve a mini to walk with, and there's a $50 donation. But the $50 donation goes to fill the food bank for the rescue horses at Horse Protection. So it's really a special thing where those little minis are given back to the big horses, and the people are giving back to the minis. And there's a little clip of our food bank there and how important it is to keep it going, because as you can imagine, it's quite a big expense every month to fill.
Yes, absolutely.
So when you book a time, is there a certain time frame that you have to be done by if you're a slow walker?
So if you want to spend the whole day with a mini, you can, yes.
Yeah, so it should take about an hour and a half to do the walk, and that gives the individual time to reflect at each of the benches. But if you're a little late, don't worry. We just want you there, and we just want you to have a good experience. So.
It's all about the experience, right?
Yeah.
You can't really rush that, but
Yeah.
but that makes sense,
Yeah.
yes.
I wanted to tell you about Love and Courage, if I may.
You may.
The other two
Yes.
minis. So Love was found running in Pasco County, and she was with the stallion, and they couldn't find her owner, and then they finally found her owner, and her owner didn't want her. And so we named her Love because we love her. And Courage came to us untouchable. He was literally afraid of any human touch.
Yes.
If anybody would raise a hand to him, he would just actually just go into a meltdown.
So cute. I want to kiss him.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
he really is cute.
And so he's now doing wonderfully, and now loves kisses and hugs and all sorts of human affection. And so we're very proud. There he is. And these are tutorials that when you go to our website and you click on the reservation, there are 4 tutorials that you'll watch to get you ready for the walk. And this is your first tutorial, and we talk about how minis are sentient beings, not minis, but all equines are sentient beings, and how important it is to remember that you're partnering with them and that they feel what you feel. And so this isn't just a grab and go sort of event.
Mm-hmm.
This is a partnering that's taking place. And so that's little Courage and me in a tutorial that's shown on our website when somebody clicks on the reservations.
How nice. So they get to see kind of the little character they're coming to walk with.
Right, yeah,
How cool is that?
Yeah. And he really is a special guy. They're all very, very special.
That's so wonderful. Now, how many horses are there total on the farm right now?
Right now there are 43.
43.
43.
Wow. Sorry, you were going to ask.
Oh, no. Are people allowed to bring the pony snacks, or is that kind of...
Oh, that's a very good question. And
It really is a good question.
I think you asked that question because you saw how chunky Courage is. And,
Are there snacks involved?
and the answer is no, thank you. Yeah. And it's because, as you all know, minis especially are prone to founder, and so we want to be really careful of their diet, especially little Courage. He wears a grazing muzzle.
He probably doesn't need too many sweets.
No,
Yeah.
I call it Diet Coke when I put his grazing muzzle on. This is Diet Coke.
I know, I've had to do it. I don't like them, but I'm not a fan of grazing muzzles, but you have to do it. It's better than a founder.
Exactly.
So.
That's exactly right.
You just feel terrible. They look at you like...
I
And
know.
people, I always think people are looking at me going, You are so cruel.
Oh, yeah.
You don't understand. It's cruel to be kind.
Yes,
It just, you feel bad. But they can drink and eat.
Oh, yeah.
And they still get some pieces of grass through there. They just can't scorf it.
Yeah,
you know?
they can't scorf it.
And a lot of them are good at eating in those things.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
They actually get to be quite...
get very good at it.
Yes, they do.
Too
It just
good.
slows them down a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
They're like, everybody's probably owned a dog that bolts its food,
Yeah.
you know, and minis are just like vacuum cleaners,
Yeah.
you know, they
Yes.
just want everything. So.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a lovely experience for people. And, you know, something that actually was commented to me about our event this Saturday that we did at the horse park was that 80 or 90% of the children that came and participated there, and adults, were not people who were regularly around horses.
Yes.
So,
Interesting.
and they loved it.
Yes.
So I think something like this is a win-win. It's not just a fundraiser for you, but it's also an experience that somebody can come and be around horses as well,
Right.
and have that experience without having to necessarily know a lot.
Right.
Exactly right.
Just the basic
They might-
leading and
Yes.
being around a horse.
Right.
So
They might be touching the little mini for the first time they've ever touched an
Right.
equine is a little mini at horse protection, and that's wonderful.
I think so too.
I was telling Christine before we came here that that I've always been only around large equine. I had not been around donkeys and or minis. And now I have such a heart for them. You know, they're just lovely.
You
They really
can't help
are.
it, can you?
Yeah, and I saw Courage on his first day on the farm, and then I saw him again, and I'm like, oh my goodness, is this the same guy? You know, so it's really amazing. It's really amazing.
And I'm sure you have some transformation cases,
Oh.
horses that come in incredibly, probably with a very poor body condition
yeah.
and score, and I'm sure that you see great improvement in them.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we literally have horses come at a body score 1, and we had a couple come with a body score of 2. As a matter of fact, one of the minis, there's a photo of one of the horses.
Oh,
Yes.
my
But now
goodness.
this is day 50.
Oh, that looks like a different horse.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Aw.
And we have a new tagline, because we're not just about
Turning
fattening-
tragedy into triumph.
yeah,
That just
it's-
gave me goose pimples.
good,
Yeah.
good, because we're not just about fattening them up. We're about rehoming them and into loving homes, and really turning their tragedy into triumph, which is what we've done with these minis. Is they've all had these tragedies, but look how they're being so triumphant in what they're giving back to the community.
It's amazing.
What are your adoption requirements?
That's a great question. So we have adoption applications that have to be filled out, and in the adoption application, somebody has to provide photographs of their home or videos of their home and farm, their fencing, their troughs, etc. We ask for all their personal information and run background checks. We make sure that nobody has been convicted. And that's important. Convicted is the word, not charged, of any sort of animal abuse situation. And then after they complete the adoption application, then we're into the formal adoption agreement. So it literally takes us a good several weeks before we are ready to adopt out, because we do our homework. And they're also, the adoptee is doing their homework too about us, and
Right.
whether we're legitimate. So
And very quickly, because we only have a moment left, tell us how people can find out more about you. Is Facebook the best way, website?
Facebook is a good way. Our website, www.hpaf.org. Please go to our website, look up the Spirit Walk, which is under the programs, and just come and have a great walk with a mini.
We're going to. Well, the 4 of us are going to do it. And Isaac, you might be at home. We're missing you, by the way. You're going to be filming us walking with minis, because we're going to do this.
Bring the drone.
Wonderful.
Yes, I think it's fantastic. Thank you guys so
Thank
much,
you.
both of
Thank
you.
you.
We'll be right back on the Horse Talk Show. Stay with us.